episode. I don't know what number this is of All We Do Is Movies. I'm Noelle.
I'm Donny. I need a touch up. Give me touch up.
Pete.
Last looks.
Pete. He's not here. He left for lunch.
I have too much shine.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Do you know who sings that song?
Riri.
That's my girl, Riri.
But seriously, don't I look shiny?
Shine bright. Yes, it's hot. We're sweating. You're shiny.
Wow. This is crazy.
What are we doing today?
We
besides
watched
shining?
Ant-Man.
And the Wasp. Can't forget her.
No.
Such a male thing for you to do.
I was going to say Ant-Man 2.
But it isn't.
It's Ant-Man and the Wasp.
It's different.
Because it's like a serial, old serial show. Old,
Like a comic book.
Like a comic book, yep.
Wow, I wonder if they did it like that on purpose.
They sure did. They sure did, and it just came out, and it's the first Marvel movie after the Avengers.
Infinity War.
Thanos and his snapping fingers.
That was my
wish.
non-dominant hand. I could do it better, I promise.
I don't know if you can. I don't know
Anyway,
if you can.
Anyway. Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess I am ready, but what do we think about Ant-Man and the Wasp?
We have to do the 5 words first. That's what I'm saying. Are you ready for it? We're not going to just jump right in. What do you think this is?
Okay, fine.
I mean, we can, stop this tradition.
No, let's do it. Ready, go.
Rushed.
Funny.
Vanilla.
Easy.
Mumbo jumbo.
Editing.
Tame.
Low key.
Idle.
Quantum.
That's it.
That's it. That's my 5 words to summarize Ant-Man versus the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man versus toxic masculinity. Ant-Man versus the patriarchy.
Ant-Man is the patriarchy.
Oh my
By
God. Then how come the Wasp was so much better than Ant-Man?
Well, I mean, but you're also the patriarchy.
Oh my God.
Excluding the Wasp's name every single time that you listed a new title.
I
Ant-Man
know
and this. Ant-Man and that.
I know
Ant-Man
it's
and-
Ant-Man and the Wasp. The Wasp was a very fun addition to the Ant-Man movies.
Evangeline, always a treat to see. Her body's so tight. I'm jealous.
It's because she was in Hawaii shooting Lost for 10 years.
For her entire life. Did you know that she hit people with her car in Hawaii multiple
Yeah, she got in
times?
multiple accidents on the only road in Hawaii.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Thought that was going to be new information for you. I was
No,
excited.
I heard that back in the day. She's not a good driver. But anyway, Ant-Man versus the Wasp, I think,
What is it called?
Ant-Man plus the Wasp.
That's better. They're not against each other. That's the thing. Against
Ant-Man
you.
plus Wasp equals
Quantum.
drama. Actually, it wasn't very dramatic, this movie. It was purely comedy-based.
Okay. I was going to stop you there because I thought you were going to get into a spoiler or something.
No spoilers, but I think overall, spoiler-free, Ant-Man and the Wasp is a pretty funny, that's the sore core to it. It's funny, it's easy, just goes down smooth. It's not going to make you rethink your life like Thanos does by killing everyone. The worst part of it was the editing. I felt it was paced poorly because of editing. Not sure if that was because of improvisation, because Paul Rudd is known to do that a lot, and also Michael Pena. So, maybe that was the issue, or maybe their editor was new. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of a low-key movie, like I was saying. It's not too big of stakes or anything, and it's quantum. And that was probably the coolest part for me, was introducing the quantum realm.
I agree with a lot of the things that you said. And it was just a really easy film, but I felt that it was lacking a little bit, you know? Because they followed up Infinity War with, this was going to be a big problem from the beginning. They followed Infinity War, which is like the most detrimental film to come out of the Avengers, up with Ant-Man and the Wasp. I was going to say versus because of you. And I guess it was supposed to be like a palate cleanse, but
Yeah.
I was still on the high of Infinity War. But I know that's not like Paul Rudd and that's not Ant-Man. It's more comic booky and whatever. But there just wasn't like a lot of like crucial things happening. Like no one really got like seriously hurt, like mentally or physically or emotionally. It was just all kind of like palling around, which is good. You need that. So
There you go.
that's it.
You gonna spoil Ant-Man Beyond Thunderdome
Are we doing that now?
if you want.
The best part of Ant-Man and the Wasp was the end. Whenever, what's his name? I don't want to keep calling him Paul Rudd, but I'm so bad at names.
Oh, nice, Paul Rudd.
No, open it up.
What do you mean open it up?
Turn this. So I'm going to jump right to the ending because that is probably the most positive thing that I'm going to say this whole time. Not that I'm going to be negative the whole time because that's like annoying. But at the very end was the best part. I was just like so ready for something big and bad to happen.
You mean the after credits?
No, the end of the film.
Oh.
That's
okay.
the end because Scott goes into the quantum realm and he's getting the stuff for his...
That's the after credits sequence.
How does it end?
They saved the day. Everyone's happy. It's the Thor Ragnarok type ending where Ant-Man and the Wasp save the day. They sort of figure out how to save Ghost and
Yeah,
help
but like
her
what
out.
actually like is the last scene? Like what happens at the end?
He goes to his daughters and
And
picks
they have
her
a group
up.
hug. Right,
And they
right.
hug and they're super happy. And
Okay.
and they steal back the lab
Right.
and get away with it. And everyone's happy. They got the lab back. Old Wasp, a.k.a. Michelle Pfeiffer, is back. And everyone's reunited. And everyone's super happy. And then the credits roll.
And that was the best part to me
Wow.
because it, you know, Ant-Man is Scott, as we've learned just now, was in the quantum realm. And he's just like hanging out, and you're still running this high of this whole movie
He's
being
getting
like
healing juices for Ghost.
bubblegum and cherry drops. And then he's like ready to go, and they show the Mrs. Wasp, we'll call her, Old Wasp, because she's a smart scientist. And then who else? The dad, or was it the Wasp?
Hank Pym. He's gone.
And he's stuck in the quantum realm.
And regular Wasp is gone. Yeah, everyone's gone, and he can't get out of the quantum realm. Oh my God, Thanos, you did it again. And then the after credits is the ant friend playing the drums while all the emergency signals are going off, and half the people in the city are evaporated.
Yeah, it's
which
crazy.
is crazy. Yeah. Makes you want to watch the next Avengers movie.
Okay, what else? Let's go back.
Okay. Going back, I like the first Ant-Man that was
Yes.
released a couple years ago. I thought it was fun. Paul Rudd. Always like that Paul Rudd. He's a fun guy. I like this Peyton Reed as a director. He made Bring It On, the Torrents. What are they?
The Toros.
Toros.
Oh, my Toros. I don't know if that's how it goes. I think it is, though.
And then the
Clovers.
Burr, it's cold in here. Must be some Toros in the
I said
atmosphere.
Burr.
And they stole it from
Cold in
the
here.
Compton Clovers.
Some clovers in the atmosphere.
Yeah, they stole it. I remember.
Oh,
Kirsten.
oh.
But Kirsten didn't know they stole it, but she just inherited the team.
Big Red actually stole it.
She did. That bitch.
She was a bitch.
Anyway, Peyton Reed, brought a fun sense of humor. He has that kind of good quality sense of humor. Brought it to Ant-Man. And then he kept it on rolling with Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Paul Rudd was funny, and Evangeline Lilly was there, and
she not
she put
funny?
on a suit. She was very funny during the her lip reading of Michael Pena's retelling. I thought that was the funniest part she had.
Well, thank you. You just said, oh, Paul Rudd was funny, but Evangeline
Well, Paul
was
Rudd's
there.
only funny. That's his core.
That's true.
Like goal in life is he can, even when he's serious, there's a tinge of him like hamming it up for the camera. I mean, I know he can be a serious actor and stuff, but I mean, he like doesn't stop being funny. That's what he does.
Yeah, that's him. I'm just trying to defend Evangeline.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So it's between him and Michael Pena being like the funniest parts of the movie, I would say. Michael Pena is hilarious.
I agree.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I would have actually. It was a good film, you know.
Right. You keep saying this, but I don't believe you.
Well, because like I'm not gonna say it was a bad film because there's really nothing wrong with it. There just like wasn't enough exclusively right with it for me. But I did like Michael Pena, and I liked his two little henchmen. I liked their dynamic a lot more than I liked anyone else's dynamic. I would love to know more about them, and I don't really care about Lawrence Fishburne's character.
Well, he's another character in the comic books.
I know he is, but it's just
Goliath.
Okay, just let me just get in deep real quick. One of my major problems with this film was there was just so much talking. It was just every 5 seconds was, I was your dad's friend from here, and this happened and there, and then that happened, and now we hate each other. Oh, and then like they retold the plot of the movie like 50 times.
Yeah.
And it just took up too much time for fun things to happen.
Yeah. Yeah,
we have to get this to do this, and we have to go here and get this and do this and blah, blah.
Yeah, and these movies are more like I was saying a little bit at the beginning, they are kind of like a serialized, like it would be Green Hornet type old TV show type stuff. That's like the cheesy, pulpy kind of feel that they sort of want to go for, but don't fully commit, which is like one of my issues with these Marvel movies going on, is that they don't really change up the like tone and style of the movies. It's all the and I get it. They keep making tons of money, and they don't want to diverge from the mold. But you could have went a little more bank robbery, like heisty type movie with this, and which is what his character kind of is. He's a thief, a big time thief, and they could have played with that a little more. And made like more sequences of stealing and stuff without a ton of exposition every 5 minutes. And it's and I get what they're going for. It is like a more lower key. They don't want to have action. Like an Avengers movie, like right off the gate, and just like blowing stuff up and planets being crushed and like people flying through the air. And even though like he somewhat can fly through the air at times when he's small and can jump like an ant, but yeah, it's a lot more contained, smaller film. And
but every really good scene to me was from the previews.
What?
Wow, they do that. Oh my god, that's surprising. It was just like the car chase scene, the salt shaker scene, the sitting there talking about comparing sizes scene whenever he gets big and is with the boat scene, and then the ghost and wasp fight scene, all of that.
Joe!
He said, hi, y'all. How's it going? I'm going to jump on this desk again.
Joe, don't you dare do it.
He's thinking about it. Joe ate a fly today, speaking of insects.
Oh, my God, Joe. He's Ant-Man now. Oh, my God, Joe.
That's Joe.
He's gonna mess with something down there. You found
another bug.
Oh, my God, Joe. Just don't knock over the camera. Joe, please.
He's fine.
Don't knock over the camera.
He's fine.
But, yeah, I think what they could have done too is maybe gotten rid of one of the villains. Maybe just keep Walton Goggins, because I like him so very much.
Okay, I like Walton Goggins too, but I also liked the girl.
I liked her too, but maybe she could have played not necessarily a villain, right? And maybe introduce her as this other superhero in need, but she, is inherently a good-ish person, but she'll, she kind of plays by her own rules, and she'll go in and, kind of be a bad guy, but she still is like she'll maybe like hang someone off of a building, right, and like be like, show me where this thing is, and then Ant-Man has to be like, or the Wasp has to save the person that she dropped or whatever, and it doesn't care about killing, but she's inherently a good person from the beginning. And then Walton Goggins is more of the villain in it, but they kind of battle for like who's a bad guy, because everyone has to be a bad guy, and you got to stop the bad guy. So I felt like it was sort of split, and I really liked Evangeline Lilly's scene, like that little negotiation, like drop off the cash, pick up the particle accelerator thingy or whatever they're picking up, and then the deal went south, and she had to go in and beat the shit out of everyone. It turns into the wall. Like, I like more of that kind of stuff. Like, it's set up, and then
Well, it was also
they have to decide to like turn into their alter ego and save the day kind of thing.
It's also good going off of that scene, because that was the first time after that we meet the Ghost character, because she's also trying to get the part for this thing.
Right.
But it was just like annoying because she was just so angry.
Yeah.
She wanted to like go and kidnap Scott's child, and like that had nothing to do with the whole story. And I just touched the green screen.
Oh my God. See, yeah, like if maybe she was set up at the beginning and everyone didn't hate each other. Maybe Goliath and Hank Pym didn't hate each other, and Goliath came to Hank and everyone, and maybe they have a shady past or whatever. They have to, mend their relationship, but maybe he presents this issue to them. We got to solve this problem, and they're like, all right, well, we got to help Ghost not dematerialize into the ether or whatever, like she was gonna do, like her molecules were breaking apart. So that's a really awesome goal for Ant-Man and Wasp to kind of figure out and help her out. But then maybe they're about ready to steal the thing, and she takes it and for some other reason, or like they don't really even know about her, and she like comes in and takes it, and just like they're going like parallel missions or something like that.
Either way,
but she doesn't need to like threaten the kid, and
and Lawrence
you don't need all that.
Fishburne just had to was like her controller at all times. Like
Whoa.
He was like her father figure, and that's fine because she needed that. She needed like a companion, but
she needed a scientist friend to build a weird like chamber thing for her, I guess, is how they.
But then he turned into like a father figure. But she's like very powerful, so she could have easily I don't know. I just wish I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah, it would have been cooler if maybe they were set up on the same side. We could see them all three fight, and then she like betrays them or something. I don't know. But like just having like two antagonists, like it always stretches the plot more thin, and like Walton Goggins was like a lot of fun, which he always is. Even if you give him like a basic, bad rich dude role, he's gonna nail it because he's gonna add some weird quirks to it, and it's gonna be fun.
Well, if we're not working together, then we're not working together.
Yeah, he's fun. And I like how he says, like, my daddy always says. Like, he has to throw in that he's daddy, like.
He had a sweet car.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a cool guy. He owned a nice restaurant, too. Like, when he has the truth serum in him, and like, that whole stuff was a lot of fun. The thugs with the truth serum. And then he gets in and says how many health code violations in his restaurant. You know.
So.
Anyway, Ant-Man versus Wasp.
So we went from they met Ghost and they're at this restaurant and they meet Ghost and she needs things, but she has the coolest. Like it's not really a power; it's more of like an injury to her. Like,
but
it's
if
a detriment.
she wears the suit, she can harness it.
And it's so cool because they kind of have like similar powers. Like
Yeah.
she can go through things, but they can get so small that they can just like
Yeah.
do whatever they want anyway. So it's very cool seeing them fight because they're just so like
Right.
evenly matched.
And I do like the Ant-Man's and the Wasp's powers. Like
Yeah.
it's really cool to see, and that's why I really wish Edgar Wright would have got to make the first one like he was supposed to, 'cause that'd be a lot of fun. But I do like the idea of their powers, and it's fun watching it. And yeah, like there might, even though I understand they didn't want a ton of action for these movies, like
I would have liked more action.
yeah, it would have
for
been
sure.
fun, or at least utilizing the powers in clever ways, like I was saying with like the little like heisty type stuff, like set up a couple like big multi-leveled complex heisty type things, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
Well, but they couldn't do that, remember, because from the beginning of the film, he's on house arrest,
Right.
and they have 3 days left of house arrest, and then
Yeah.
you know something's going to happen, because every time someone has a time limit, or it's like their last mission, or some garbage is going to happen, it's
Always getting pulled back in.
and then like that was another thing I didn't love. Everything was so like had a time limit. Like we are gonna lose your mom's signal in 2
Right.
hours, and the cops are coming right now, and we finally got the cube, and
Right, because Michelle
Ghost
Pfeiffer
gonna
is
die
lost in the
2
quantum realm,
days.
and that's like the whole plot of the movie is to save her from the quantum realm, and that's interesting.
I mean, that is interesting, but why does she look so nice after she's literally going
She's living
insane?
in the quantum.
Okay,
She has powers now. That's how Ant-Man's gonna save the day in Avengers 4. Well, how many Avengers are there?
how do you think he's gonna save the day in Ant-Man whatever?
Oh, because
I
since
mean,
he's
Avengers.
lost in the quantum realm, they're gonna figure out a way for him to like manipulate multi branches of. He's gonna be in there with Doctor Strange or something. They're gonna meet up. And it's going to be some crazy. Doctor Strange is going to open up some wild wormholes, get Scott out of there, and then he's going to harvest some sort of stuff that he's been learning in the quantum realm to like bend reality, and then beat Thanos that way.
I
That's
bet
what
Thor
I
can
guess.
also go in the quantum realm.
Yeah, you can do anything.
I know. So there's just so many. This one, like, it was a good film and it was entertaining, but I already don't care about it, and I just can't wait for the next Avengers. Like, I understand it was like a waypoint to a bigger picture, but I like the first one a lot more.
Well, I do like that, and I would probably eventually like end up rewatching this movie just based off of the one-liners. That's really what you walk away liking is, Paul Rudd, doing his thing, Michael Pena doing his thing. Randall Park was great. I just figured Randall Park would have been, the bad cop showing up like twice, once in the beginning and then maybe in the middle and then in the end.
Who's
But
Randall Park?
the Asian dude.
From Veep.
From Veep, yeah.
From Veep. Yeah.
Yeah, he's hilarious. Randall Park's awesome, and he's him and Paul Rudd had great chemistry, and
They did.
Yeah, it was great. Like I wouldn't mind seeing more of him throughout the movie. Like you can still make it small and have all these characters doing fun things, and you can still have the quantum realm at some point. But yeah, it was fine.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's what you said. It's pretty forgettable, but it's definitely fun while it lasted. There's some funny. Michael Pena's retelling of stories under Truth Serum is hilarious. They really did a great job shooting all that. And sometimes when they do that gag of the someone talking in someone else's story, like the acting and the lip syncing is off a little bit, and you don't really buy it. But everyone nailed it, I thought.
I think that's that's thankful. That's wow. A contributing factor to that was definitely like drunk history.
Well, yeah, they do that a lot.
New craze.
Yeah, they do that a lot. But yeah, I thought that stuff was great, and I don't know. Overall, I like Ant-Man a lot. I like the old Wasp. She was cool.
I
I like Ghost.
I like the chemistry also between the daughter and Scott, obviously.
Yeah, that little kid was good.
Yeah. Because, like, whenever...
Him making the crazy dungeon slide thing, that was a lot of fun.
And whenever, like, at the not the very end, but, like...
The turning point for him.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
they're both sitting, the adults are on the couch, and they go down to her, and she's smiling real big because she knows it's her dad.
Well, that, and then whenever he comes back the first time, and then she asks, how long have you been being Ant-Man? And then he needs a partner, and then...
Yeah, that was adorable.
Yeah, and then he said, and she says that she wanted to be his partner, and then he laughs, and she says, don't laugh.
I feel like that, she's going to be... I just realized she's going to be so sad.
She's probably evaporated.
No, they were not... Okay, my whole theory...
And then Ant-Man has to go and save her.
My whole theory on this next Avengers film, which I'm sure everyone has thought of this. I'm not, like, trying to blow the... I don't know words today, man. I'm
the
not
top off
blow
it?
Blow the top off of it.
Blow the lid?
But what I think is going to happen, what I think is happening in the next Avengers film is that he took everyone and he has them away in his own land because that's what he wanted, Thanos. He wanted to kill half the population, but he's just actually going to like enslave them. And so he took like choice people, and that's why he wanted the scientists.
New Avengers.
Well, I mean, but like obviously ones whose contracts are not going to be up. So, but there's no reason to take the daughter. She has nothing to contribute.
Well, unless that's one of the factors that makes Ant-Man, like super on board to beat up Thanos.
But why would Thanos want her? I think he's choosing people to take with him.
But if you theoretically, Thanos says it's totally even. It's just a random even split. It doesn't discriminate against wealth or status or anything. That's what's so pure about it. Is it's a 50-50 coin toss, and there's no way to make it all elite or all poor.
No, I'm saying, so you don't think he has like a choice on like who he picks?
No, I think he just from what I understood from Avengers Infinity War is that he just eliminates 50% of the population randomly in a snap of a finger, and then they rebuild. And that's what I thought he does. But yeah, maybe is enslaving half the population.
What's like a bug that she gets to be? Not like a beetle or like they already have hornets. A bee?
She could be a bee. She could be a bumblebee.
Ant-Man, the Wasp, and Bumblebee. Oh, that would be so cute.
And Ladybug.
They don't have like abilities though. They're not poisonous or anything.
She's like a buff. She's an aide.
Oh yeah, that's cute. Okay.
Yeah, she buffs everyone else's skills around her, and they protect her. And then she helps them when they need it.
If that's not in this next film, I'm going to be very upset, Marvel.
Or if it is, I'll be upset because you owe me $5 million, Marvel. You're good for it. $2 billion per movie, let's call it.
No, they'll just sue us.
Why don't you give it to me? I'm struggling here. I made Fred Rogers a success across the world. Won't you be my neighbor? We all know this.
We're not on this. We're not
we
on the page.
Know.
We're not on the current page that we need to be on.
Know.
I mean, but like that's all I really have to say, though. I don't know.
Anyway, Ant-Man plus Wasp equals Wet Hot American Summer.
No,
Watch Wet Hot
does
American
not
Summer
equal
instead.
Wet Hot American Summer.
You'll enjoy it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Paul Rudd's great in it. If you've seen it, watch it again. Paul Rudd's great in it. So is everyone else. But also, if you want to go see Ant-Man, go see it. If you saw it already, just be happy that, you're alive.
And not in the quantum realm.
Exactly. Or snapped up by Thanos' fingers. How about that? Let's all be thankful for that. We all made it. We didn't turn into Peter Parker's dust. Spoilers for Infinity War.
We already spoiled that in the very beginning.
Oh
of this.
my God. Anyway, I would like an Ant-Man suit.
That was like a gimmick that was cool and funny, but how is Sizer didn't work?
Yeah, you got to throw in a little dilemma there. But
well, exactly. I just feel like they just
there's
tossed
nothing
it
to
in.
overcome. That was a problem. Is that it's one of those things that like other characters. Like Evangeline Lilly did it once where she sort of like they showed how she could fix it, but like whenever it's convenient, he resized to the proper size, and it didn't change anymore. Like after he got huge, and then he fell a thing, she shrunk him down super small, carried him up, and then didn't show how she got him from super small to normal size. Whenever they got out of the water, he was just they're like let's stop. explaining this.
And they use that as like a plot device while they're in the school's janitor closet, so they could like have a romantic scene. Which you don't need to have that for them to have a romantic scene. They already have the feelings there. You don't have to like force them together.
You need to throw it in somewhere, and you go down but you go down the scene headings, and they're like, well, you can't do it here, you can't do it here, and it'll be in the school. Where in the school? They end up in a broom closet.
Just doesn't.
Done and done.
I don't like that.
That's how
I want it to feel natural.
Well, it takes a lot longer to write a more natural script.
Okay, well, they
enjoy what you got.
They could have saved the last like love thing until the end, whenever he's about to go in the quantum realm, and they finally have a kiss, and then it's like even worse whenever he disappears. But no, they had to do it and like have it in the film so you could like enjoy it during the film.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I said Idol, everyone, because nothing really mattered. Like there was nothing like
American Idol.
Not like that Idol. Come
on. Oh my God. But I'm happy these movies exist, and and it's a nice little cool down after Avengers and before old Captain Marvel. So that's gonna be a wild one too. It's gonna be a relentless pace one too. So just enjoy it while it lasts, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we're done. No old Lou this time.
No, I'm not nearly drunk enough to be picking up old Lou 3 times during one review.
Oh my God. You're out of control.
I feel again that I need to apologize to Mr. Rogers for how I acted during that last review.
Yeah, you really effed things up that whole time.
I really effed it in the B.
Oh my God. Not like anyone actually watched that one or watched this one. So it seems like we're talking to ourselves. If you are actually watching, reference this in any comments you want, and we'll give you a prize. We'll send you old Lou. And you can keep them forever.
Bueller.
Okay, that's a whole different movie.
Yeah, but it's like the idea of like no one's gonna answer.
Anyway, Ant-Man plus the B, good film. Evangeline Lilly never left the island. That's what I like to think it is. She, what's her name on it? Kate, that's right. She died on that island after the plane crashed. And this is all in her head moments before she expires. She dreams that she's part of a Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Why doesn't she expire and then go to the quantum realm as a soul, and then that's how she...
Because she's just a dead husk.
There were some like funny little jabs, definitely. Like there was that one... I thought we were finished, but we're not.
Fuck!
There's that one where like... Paul Rudd is retelling his dream. Scott is retelling his dream about how he saw a little girl hiding in a cupboard or a wardrobe. And she was like, what color was it? And he was like, it's red. And she's like, I used to hide in that every time we played hide and seek. And he was like, something tells me you don't understand the purpose of hide and seek.
Yeah, there are many, many little moments from old P. Rudd.
Prud.
Yeah. It was a funny movie, and if you're in for more of a comedy than a superhero movie, go on and watch it.
It really wasn't a superhero movie.
It was. Ant-Man and the Wasp are in it.
Yeah, but they weren't really like superheroes. They were really working for their own self-interest. They were actually ruining the city.
Oh, jeez.
He ruined that road by being big and trying to stop that truck. And he did so much. Everyone knows he's Ant-Man. Like, it's not like brain surgery to figure out who's in trouble for all of this damage to the infrastructure.
Well, there you go.
But it's a funny movie. Go see it.
Yeah, go see it. Use MoviePass before it's gone. MoviePass. We liked you while you were still around and not charging people for peak pricing.
Hey, I don't mind that because I don't go to peak pricing films. So if you're going to complain about peak pricing, maybe just don't go to those films.
Ooh, burn. Take that, Star Wars. Take that, 50 Shades of something, and take that.
No, I'm saying just
Harry
see like
Potter movies.
Harry Potter hasn't been out in about 4 years.
No, Mysteries of the Secret
7 years.
Magic or whatever it's called.
Magical Fantasyland.
Fantastic Johnny Depp's and where to put him in your movie, I guess. That's all that movie is. It's just a whole lead up to...
Did you hear what happened
Reveal
to
Johnny
what Johnny
Depp.
Depp did?
I hear all things Johnny Depp does.
Okay, well, did you hear what recently happened with Johnny Depp?
Probably.
What
Give
happened?
it to me.
Tell me.
Well, he on one of his movies, they went over like 6 hours overtime. I don't know if that's the exact hours, but really long overtime because one of his friends was like a featured extra as like a cop or something, and they did the scene, and the dude gave his like one line, and Johnny Depp was drinking the whole day, and he decided to sort of take over directing and shoot more coverage for his friend, who's just like a nobody in the movie, and just wasted a ton of time. And then whenever the the ads and whoever's handling Johnny Depp came up and was like, "Hey, buddy, we gotta move it along because we just blew $200,000 right there. You're lucky we're not shooting on film anymore." He said, like, "I'll give you $10,000 to punch me in the face," or something like that. Is that what you were alluding to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Thank you.
My version was a lot shorter. It was going to be like Johnny Depp assaulted someone on set. Oh, okay, I'm really done though.
Anyway, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Go see it now. You'll see the funniest Stan Lee cameo yet.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's probably his best one.
That was the best one.
Yeah. He did a lot of drugs. That's how you come up with Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
The end.